Hello you guys. So I wasn't planning on filming tonight because tomorrow is the first day of school, but I was just kind of cutting a couple of last minute things and just kind of wanted to reflect on how planning my classroom has gone and kind of how I feel knowing that I'm officially, well, I've kind of been officially a teacher, but like I am officially a teacher tomorrow. So I just kind of wanted to reflect for a minute. So I don't know, setting up my classroom has been kind of interesting. I feel like it's gone pretty well. I'm really happy with what it looks like and just everything like that, but everything took 3 times as long as I thought, and there was definitely mishaps and stuff that happened, but I'm really happy with how my classroom looks, and I still have a lot of things I want to do. I need to finish my word wall. I need to focus on the bulletin boards a little bit, and yeah, there's just still a lot, but it's gonna work itself out. It's all gonna get finished. So that was kind of, I don't know, it took a lot longer than I thought, and I keep looking at all the stuff that I just cut out because I feel like it's kind of wrapping up. Like, it is almost done, and that's really crazy. And so I don't know, and I don't know, I've met most of my kids from back to school night. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. And I wasn't really nervous for back to school night. I think I didn't really have time to be nervous. Like, I just was so busy. I was just going, and so I just really didn't have a moment to kind of reflect on how I felt and that I was nervous and scared and all of the things. And tonight, I purposely just worked really hard yesterday and didn't want to have to do a ton of stuff today. And so I've really just had a lot of time to kind of freak out a little bit. And I don't know, I'm so excited. I have wanted to be a teacher my entire life. I think every single person who knew me when I was in elementary school and was that child knows that I love learning and I love school and I wanted to be a teacher, and I played school all of the time. My bedroom door for my childhood room still has residue on it because I used something I shouldn't have on the door, but I was decorating my door for a door decorating competition, my childhood books had stickers on them from This is Table 3 and Table 4, and I don't know, I would write on the fridge or the dishwasher, and what I would do, I would write on the dishwasher, my sister Julia would write on the fridge, and then we'd make my sister Anna write on the garbage can with dry erase markers, and we all had our whiteboards, and we would teach our classes in the kitchen, and I have dreamt of this day and of being a teacher as long as I can remember. And so I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It's just crazy. I really feel like I was meant to be a teacher, and I love teaching, and I love being a part of these kids' lives. And so I'm just so excited. And I know I say excited a lot, but there's just really not a better word. I am so excited. And I'm also extremely nervous and scared. I could potentially change these kids' lives. That's my goal. I want to make these kids' lives better, and I want to make them excited about learning, and I want them to see that they have so much potential. And I'm nervous that they're not going to feel that way, and I know that if I'm just myself and that I just kind of do what I've practiced and what I've learned and do all of that it will be fine. It's going to work out, and they're going to feel that way. But it's just scary. What if I forget every single thing that I have studied years learning, because it's just nerve-wracking, I'm really nervous, but it's going to be fine. I purposely stopped working before 9 o'clock today so that I would have this evening to just kind of relax. I still have a lot in my classroom I need to do for tomorrow, and I say a lot because there's a lot of things I want to get done. I don't need to get any of it done, but there's a lot I want to. So I'm going to try to get to school at 7 tomorrow, which is really early. That's an hour earlier than I have to be there and 90 minutes earlier than the students come into the classroom. But I just really want to like get there and get stuff done. I feel like if I'm there and it's done early, perfect. I can think of 10 more things that I could do. But if I'm like running out of time, then I'm just going to be stressed and I'm not going to be the best teacher that I could be. So I'm going to go really early, and I will see you guys in the morning, probably on my way to school. Good morning. First day of school. I'm leaving a little bit later than I wanted to, but that's okay. I was leaving really early because I still have some things I want to do. I'm going to try to film like right before kids come in and kind of reflect, but honestly my classroom just has to take that priority, and so if I don't see you until after school, I just want to say that I was feeling really nervous this morning. I tried to listen to like uplifting music and stuff like that to kind of like get myself pumped up and excited, and like I am so excited, but just really anxious and nervous. I know I'm a good teacher, like I know it's gonna be fine, but it's just scary. I don't know, like my entire life is starting today, I feel like. So I'm really excited, and I will see you guys at school. Okay, you guys, I made it to school. Just really quick, I want to just show you my schedule, and then maybe like after school, or if I have time, I'll show you like the actual worksheets. I haven't put the date or today's celebration, but today's celebration, I can't remember. I'll fill you in later what today is, and then we're gonna arrival, do morning meeting. We're gonna do a guess my teacher, so they guess my information, and then I go through and tell them the right answers. We're gonna go over our class motto, go over brain breaks, and then we're gonna create our class expectations. I like to do this as a class because it's the kids' classroom too. We're gonna do some get to know you games. I need to add another T right here. And then I have a book called What Should Riley Do, and it's really cool, and I'll show you that. We're gonna do lunch. They'll come back and decorate their journal for journal writing. If you give a third grader, and I didn't have room to like keep going, but it's if you give a third grader a pencil, I'm just gonna give them a paper and pencil and see what they do. We're gonna go over math games and start playing some of those. We have recess, we're gonna do a backpack craft, and then it's time to go home. So I will show you guys those actual papers and stuff if I have a second later in the day. Okay, we finished day 1. We survived the first day of school, and it was a really good day. You might be able to tell my voice is like cutting out a little bit. It was a lot of talking. My group is really cute. There's a lot of really cute kids, and a lot of the kids that I was kind of nervous about because of IEPs and stuff like that, like they were just really, really sweet and cute. There was a lot of kids trying to test boundaries, but that's to be expected, and the class is a chatty group, but if there's going to be a problem, I will happily take a chatty class. But yeah, it was a really good day, so I just kind of want to show you guys what we did during the day, and then I'm going to just get a couple things and go. My brain is done. I was gonna say I'm gonna do a couple of things and then head home because I am tired. Also, here's my desk at the end of day 1. It is covered. Granted, I just made these copies for later in the week, so that is fresh. This is for my craft we are doing, which is the backpack craft, and I don't have an example to show because this is my first year, but when they're finished, I'll try to show you guys on Instagram or something. Make sure to follow me. The link will be below. But this is the first thing that we did. It's just, can you guess everything about Mrs. Boyd? So I just kind of went through the list and had them guess things about me. Somebody guessed 6'5", not quite. And then they asked questions like how old I was when my birthday was. Some of them wanted to know. And then I had them draw a picture of me, but it was just kind of for them to get to know me. And it was really fun. I'll definitely do this again next year. The kids loved guessing this stuff, and it was really interesting. One kid did get upset. So my favorite Pokemon is Pikachu. I just really like how he's just like the classic one, and he's cute but fierce. And yeah, he's just mostly cute. I thought he was stage 1. He's stage 2, so he was not happy that the hint I gave him, or I told him he was stage 1 when he asked, and yeah, so that was a little bit of an issue, but
for like 10 seconds, so it's fine. Okay, sorry you guys, somebody came in. So this is not in order by any means, but another thing we did, if you give a third grader a pencil and they just put their name, and literally I just gave them this paper, they had to use pencils and they could do whatever they want. And I just had them hang them up on our Smarty Pants wall so they could pick where they wanted to hang things, just because the top one is kind of tall, so I didn't want like the shortest kids to get the top for number order. So you can kind of see there's like pictures, some write stories and drew pictures, tic-tac-toe. This is like a ton of writing. Sorry, that's like the 15th person they've had to call down, but anyway, they turned out really cute. And then I explained that the kids can come up and change them whenever they want to, and so we did a little math activity, and some of the kids decided to put that up also. Okay, so I don't know what happened to the extra copies of the math game that we did, so I'm just going to show you this completed one. But basically the kids just put their name, their partner's name. Then they had this grid down here, and this grid, they would roll a dice and say they got a 3. That's how many groups they would have, and then if they rolled, they would roll again. That number is the number in each group, so they might have like 3 rows of 5, right? And they color it in, and then they have to figure out what that sum would be, and then the largest number I rolled would go here, so theirs was a 20, and so it was 5 and 4, and yeah, and they just went until the entire thing was full. This isn't like the best, it's a really good example because they did down here perfect, but up here they didn't use like different colors or anything, so it's kind of hard to tell. So those are all like the paper activities that we did. We played Never Have I Ever, which was really interesting. I kind of thought it was just going to be like a get to know you game. Like I didn't really think I was going to get like student data from it, but there was some kids who wanted to be in the middle every single time and like purposely would not sit down so they could be in the middle. So we started having like, you've had a turn, you need to switch with somebody who hasn't had a turn, and turned into kind of a character test also. So that was really good. And then we played this or that. So they had to go on one side of the room if you liked like summer better and then winter better, and they had to pick which side. And I don't know if I'd play that one again. It just like a lot of, maybe it was just like this group where I have a lot of kids who like wanted to be silly, and it's really chatty, so they just would get so loud. They would chant for people to come to their sides, which is like fine and it's fun, but it was just really, really noisy, and so you couldn't hear where to go. And I do have students that need that verbal like cue on where to go, so that was kind of hard. So we did have to stop playing that because of noise and not following directions, and so that, I don't know, I don't think I would try that one again, but some of the kids really enjoyed it, and they definitely were excited about it for parts. Y'all, I know it's the first day of school, but like so many people have had to be called down to the office. But yeah, that's what we did today. I want to show you the book that we were reading. So this is the book. It's called What Should Riley Do? It's based on the movie Inside Out, so it's just a really good like talking about your emotions story anyway, but you decide the ending. So there's 20 possible endings that you can have. So let me find a page where you do it. So you read, and I'm just kind of flipping to find one. That's where we are on page 49. So like right here is a decision. Should she get a short haircut or should she just get a trim, right? And you vote, and I would have my class vote, and then we'd go to that page to do the possible story. So that's the read aloud we're doing this week. And the kids are actually really excited about it. I think read aloud was my favorite part of the day. It was literally the quietest part of the day. It was not my favorite, but it really was the quietest part of the day. They really wanted to kind of know what happened, and they were really good for that read aloud. So I definitely recommend this book so far. It's cute and a really good way to introduce emotions and stuff during the first week of school. But yeah, that was my day. I just made all of the copies for the rest of the week, at least most of them. I did have a couple of students who I think are just gonna be really exciting this year, but that's to be expected. Like, there's not gonna be a perfect class. But yeah, it was a really good day. I really do like my kids. I think they're really, really fun. And I do have a couple of really, really shy kids. I definitely feel like there's kids I don't know well at all, because a lot of my attention had to go to kind of setting expectations for those students that are really, really outgoing. And so
that's my goal tomorrow, is to just really focus on kind of those quieter kids and getting to know them. And I think I'm going to be able to do that with some of the activities that we're doing tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know if I'll film the rest of this week just because I have a lot I want to do in my classroom, and I just really need to like prioritize my classroom and my students this week. So I wanted to film my first day, but I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe and like this video so you don't miss any of the other ones. And I'm excited for this year. It's going to be really good. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. I wanted to throw in this little bonus clip. I was getting ready for bed. I literally am about to turn the lights off to go to bed. And I've just been kind of reflecting on how the day went and things I want to do better tomorrow, and just thinking about it, trying to make myself a better teacher. And I just wanted to share this quick story because it just made my complete, like, what am I saying, you guys? It completely made my day. It was like the epitome of like one of the reasons I do what I do and why I wanted to be a teacher, because kids are amazing. They are so capable. And so yeah, I just wanted to share this little story with you guys. So before lunch, we played Never Have I Ever. And so in order to play, we needed to move all of our desks to the wall. So none of the desks when we left for lunch were where they were supposed to be. It just wasn't even something I wanted to tackle before going to lunch, because I just really wanted to get the lunch expectations. And my class was so good at lunch. Like, lunch was awesome. We had to have these little lunch cards, and like with their name and their number for the new kids and just for everybody. And I made them little bracelets that they could put on that are like little, like if you're going to like swimming at like your recreation center, that like you put on like super cheap paper bracelets that they put on with a piece of tape. But they were so awesome because then they just, you know, could show our cafeteria workers their wrist, and they could get them their lunch, and it was the smoothest. Like, it couldn't have gone smoother. It was amazing. So, little tip, I can try to show you guys. I can't really show you, but I could show you an example one in a later video if you want. Just let me know. But we went to lunch, and in the way coming in, I had a student who tripped up the stairs and landed right on their rib cage, which just sounds painful. And my friend just, it was rough. They were hurt. It did not feel good. So I had to take care of that situation. They had a hard time walking. Honestly, like, it was a whole situation I had to take care of. So I just had to send my class upstairs, hoping that the other third grade teachers could like help direct them and get them where they needed to be. So I sent my class upstairs while I took care of the situation, and I was expecting to kind of come up to chaos, and instead I came up to my classroom to every single one of my students moving the desks back to where they went. There was not a single student who wasn't helping. The class was, I mean, they were talking, but they were quiet. Like, they weren't being chaotic. They were all just trying to put their desks back where they went. Every student was like, oh, this is my seat. This is where I was. Here's my table. Let me move it there. And they made my jaw drop. Nobody asked them to do that. They just took it upon themselves to know that they needed to put their desks back. And I wasn't in there because they knew I was taking care of the situation. They had seen it, and so they just were responsible enough to put all the desks back. And it was just like amazing. It just completely made my day. And I just wanted to kind of share that story really fast because, I don't know, like, it was like the highlight of my day. It was just really cool to see the class come together and be that community on the very first day and take that responsibility. And
I don't know. So I feel like it's going to be a really, really good year, even though I definitely made mistakes today, and will just be better every day from now on. But like it made me feel really good. So I wanted to kind of share that story. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other fun stories, because this group's going to have a lot of them, I can tell. And I will see you guys next time.